cooldowns that we have available to us. Like, it'd be too rough for us to really pull that off with missing a few important cooldowns. We would need to really pull that one off. So we're just gonna go with 2, and we may have to do a 3
blue. I'll grip
in the later. But yeah, go ahead, Star. You can pick that.
Just Zoharth and Connor summon me and...
Sorry.
Griff, I'll grip blue ad,
guys.
you grip red
It's
ad.
all wrong. I'm out of sorts.
Red to start.
Are those the empowered ones?
They should be fine. If you grip through...
Wrong one, Rush.
Which one is Slip? I'm gonna open trade with me.
I'm not the one. I'm...
Thanks, Territory. I know.
The
Trying to remember what this guy's name is.
That's the one I just opened trade with.
Yeah, what did you need, sorry?
I
Prolong.
one
Oh,
M.
yeah.
Cauldron's down by the Warlock gate. You're good to summons over.
DHPOB. There we go. Hi, Territory.
I was like, I opened the other Griff and you said wrong one, so I went and opened with you and you said
like
wrong one. I was like, what? Like, where are you guys? Dude, how many are you?
Hey, you want to give up Vantis turns?
We don't really need to. I mean, they're not going to make much of a difference at this point.
I don't have
any. As far as DPS goes and the slight damage reduction you're going to get, we're probably not going to hit.
I don't know how this night is going to go, guys.
Damage is really going to actually matter because it's pretty much timed and rated.
This week has been crazy.
Fast you can kill the boss before flare ads start becoming a problem.
I'm preparing for my trip on Wednesday.
We're a little bit.
People are sick, so we're not with the normal group that we're with normally.
Most importantly, our problem right now is making sure we do ads properly and learning how to manage them, because everything else is essentially just heroic.
It's fun. I like the hopping around.
Can you go to a different channel with me real quick and just go over healing? I don't bother you.
Ah, hey Tony.
For a second.
You're so nice.
Alright.
Okay.
Anyone else need a Vandus rune open trade with Super Trapper?
You got tomes on you?
God.
Okay, I strongly recommend switching to
memes
on the last tier.
God, my fucking back is goddamn killing me.
Oh wait, you know what? I always do this. My view is always down. We should look at Agramar and all his mythic glory.
My sound cut out for just a second.
They sell for about 600 gold. Can confirm.
Okay, so essentially what's going to happen?
Oh, I never noticed.
So have you just been conning for the last 20 minutes?
You're going to set up your Cloudburst totem. You know how we talked about
That's Azeroth, guys.
I cannot tell you my
it's an AG
route of fire
essentially right as when the first ads are about to hit.
Yeah.
Can I get a rune? I need my advance in the next one.
Yeah.
You won't give me one.
Alright, where is...
like when we first get the debuff.
Is that me or you,
You asking too much questions. You must think I trust you.
I don't even know why I asked. Even if it was you, what are you going to say? I'm the one who owes gold? You know?
Already takes to go out here. Remember, range, we do need to be spread. And really, we just need to make sure that this stuff gets done. And try to make sure we do our best. Because like I said, it is an hour, and I don't want to waste it. Like,
Lotion tree, you're talking heals.
That's fine.
So,
I can talk to all of you because they're only two people.
I talked to a shaman friend
so
of
it's
mine.
not much
Apparently, if
they
you
need to
don't
do.
take
Then they're working on what they need to do. So, like I said, let's make it good. Let's actually like try and really like see what we can do on this boss. Because the first hour is the only one that's going to be.
So you've probably only.
The two after that, we don't know. They could just be horrible. They might work fine. But either way, we need to make sure that we use the time that we're about to have as best as we can and try as hard as we can just to see new things and get mechanics down that we need to get down. Because if we don't, it's going to be a long process on this boss. The faster we learn how to manage ads, the faster we kill the boss, because that's all it is. This whole boss revolves around those ads and Tashalak technique. Outside of that, it's fucking heroic other than Ravenous Blaze. And we seem to do okay with that now, so please just pay attention to what you're doing and let's get it done clean.
Starter transition phase, are we gripping the blue and red ads in? Yes.
Yeah. So tanks, what they're gonna do, just so you guys know, I know you were purposely running your ad through them to empower them.
Does that all make sense?
If you still have to do that, that's fine, but do know that blue and red are gonna get gripped in right away. The only thing that I'll tell the 2D gripping is grip it about a step away from the boss, because if you grip it onto him and it happens to be empowered, it's going to hit empowered. If you give it a half a second before it hits the boss, it will unempower and then hit the boss, and that's fine. Because the empower only lasts for like 1 second after it gets hit by the air.
Correct.
So
We have stuns going out on orange and yellow. That should give them more than enough time.
Yeah, and you'll obviously have to get used
We
to
might not need the stuns, but I don't know
what's
how
going to happen is
work out.
Yeah, and as far as the stuns go, Zonia just asphyxiates and then Abe Hodge Star. Outside of that, no one else touch him because the CCs are equal. Whether they come early or late, their ads are going to be in the same place at the same time. You're taking 6 seconds off the screen. It doesn't matter when it happens, they're just going to
I
have
think you should do Zero
So-
because she passed away. She needs to have someone to honor her since her sister doesn't even know that she's dead from what I can tell.
As the phase ends.
None of the dragons have reacted to her dying. I don't even think Malagos, who is like in the middle of this expansion, he doesn't even talk about
I
it.
obviously have no idea what I'm doing with this.
So you're gonna do an AM with Irene at the start of the intermission when the damage starts.
Did you happen to set groups for
and then as the ads are about to go in, then you're gonna do Ascendance, Cloudburst, AG, and then when the ads go, and
Alright, well, groups for Tayshalak are going to be groups 1 and 2 on the first one, and groups 3 and 4 on the second one.
yeah,
Go with it.
yeah, for the intermission, yeah. So and then after your Cloudburst goes off,
Oh, thank you so much, Tony.
just say like Cloudburst
right
going
here.
off in like 2, 1.
Oh
That's
my
the cue
goodness.
for Kitsura to him. SLT is going to be on the melee.
We'll pull with this. Hopefully, Trey and Roche are ready enough when they're talking. Hopefully they can still
if we're doing the 4
talk.
break. Yeah.
Let's just pay attention, guys. Remember, Ravenous Blaze comes out first, followed by Waking Flames. We got a few of these to deal with, so just focus on them. Get it done right.
Where are you going?
Res tree, please.
Couldn't get to the outside. I was stuck in the middle. Sorry.
Ren first, groups 1 and 2. Okay. Somebody from group 3 took it, that's fine. If you don't have Ren debuff, make sure you're getting in the next one. And foe is coming up next. This is the second foe breaker. Groups 3 and 4, if you don't have debuff, you're in for this round. Okay, good job. Spread out. Everybody spread out. Range, don't be in the middle of the room. You need to be on the outside edge. Ravenous Blaze is out. Make sure you guys get to the edge. Separate. Okay, one more weight coming out and then we should be pushed. After the next Blaze as well. Weight coming out, get ready. Spread out for Blaze, here it comes. Blaze is out. Should push before this technique. There's going to be another wake, so be ready, Amelia. Boss is going to push now. After this wake, he's pushed. Alright, let's get in position. Remember, blue ad dies first. Make sure we get our CCs. Make sure we get our
Healing
grips.
tied down.
Blue ad dies first.
Oh, you said at the beginning of that.
Okay. You can hold it to about now. On the next phase.
This blue ad needs to be
Burst
died.
has 11 seconds.
Yep. Just call it
One
as
edit. Second ad might be coming in a little late here, which isn't ideal.
It's like right
Burst going off.
Alright, Kitsura, it's you.
Okay, boss is
That is
boss
nowhere near it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Get out of the middle.
Yep. Go ahead and grip 1 and slip, and then so if you can grip 1 too. Hopefully you can get 2 of them in there. Oh, they're empowered. It doesn't really matter. Alright, so I'll work out. Hopefully you guys can figure a spot out that is the same spot to grip to, just so that it isn't delayed, because I know that's going to need to be a thing.
We are back at Agumar.
Can you give me like 5 seconds?
Agrippa says, hey, you damn kids, get over
Sorry, I'm just
here.
not used to it. Can you give me a couple seconds?
Argus the
notice
Guild Breaker. Don't curse us, Eritoria.
on the griff?
Yeah,
just
I'm
watch
gonna
the
need to
debuff.
grip it.
Like, pretty much as soon as it ends, we're gonna
Okay.
roll it in.
Yeah, hopefully
Okay.
that'll work out in timing. We have to run back, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, so another thing too, Griffin slip as far as you guys are pulling the first 2 ads.
Hello, Zarkamar.
Just try to like be 1 or 2 yards
Alright.
outside
This-
of the
this
bubble
fight
that
is so
Agramar's
funny. I have a
in, and
new
then grip to there.
Add-on that like basically tells me what the
And hopefully
technique
if
is
you're a
going
yard
to
or
be
2 apart,
based
that's fine,
on
and it shouldn't make too much of a
stuff,
difference
so
because,
I'm hoping
I mean, they need to
that
hit within the same second of each other, and that's not too hard to achieve. So
it should be okay.
as long as we can make up a few seconds by pulling them, that's going to help us tremendously because it means the second set can hit sooner.
I
and it
just have
means
to
the
make sure
third
that
set
I
can
don't
sooner.
get
The
hit.
sooner the
I'm not
third
gonna
set
jump
hits
in
is the better because
the wrong
the
position.
ideal situation
I'm
for the
really
third set
lucky as a
hitting
demon
is
hunter.
that
I have like
no
a lot
matter
of
what the pattern
mobility,
is,
so it's easy
that
for me to
the
like
second Flame Rend does not have double add debuffs up during. The first one always will, but the second one should never. Because it's really deadly if there's 2 of them that have to be double.
I'm really excited. I haven't seen my sister in over a year, so I'm really excited about seeing her. Plus, Colorado is so pretty. It's really nice, and it's gonna be cold there. They've had some snow recently.
We had a set location stand on the platform.
And
or matter.
I don't think we had.
So this weekend we did the achievement run where we got the
if there's anywhere way
dungeons. We got Glory of the Argus Reaper.
For that double stack,
Argus Raider.
Because
yes, she's the bright red hair. Yeah. Wow, you guys know my sisters now. Well, they all technically kind of had red hair.
The way it should work.
Oh, sorry. I think I mentioned it briefly. The beginning of this.
As soon as transition
either last one.
Then yellow and orange.
The beginning of this one, my sister lives in Colorado, and I was gonna go visit her for about a week. So I'm not gonna be raiding tomorrow or Wednesday, and I'm not gonna be streaming at all this week except for tonight and tomorrow.
So for that, you should have
time. So I'm gonna be raiding Wednesday. I'm not leaving till Wednesday, so I will be raiding tonight, tomorrow. I'll be streaming tomorrow, but that'll be the last time.
The second set of ads going
Thanks,
in,
Ollie.
I won't have grip.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that.
You're not gonna grip that set.
Okay.
I'm really happy about it. I think it's gonna be the time.
Yeah, the problem on that.
I know. I like traveling.
The first set of ads was fucked.
Seeing different parts of the country.
The first ad was fucked, so that's why we went.
The Colorado Springs Zoo is really cool.
It means that the first set is either been messed up or there's
I've been there before. They actually have this one platform where you can get up high.
And then, as far as ads going to purple,
there is
so if you see where
a platform you can stand at, and then you can pay to feed the giraffes. And the giraffes come up you're at right at head level of the giraffes. So it's really cool. You get like an up close personal experience.
You don't want like 2
Grand
plus
Junction,
knockbacks coming out.
Where's Grand Junction?
Knock back all the way back here and then stun back here, because that just means they're not going to get gripped in.
And most of the videos I've seen, they tank him significantly further back than where we're
Grand Junction. Oh, it's in Colorado.
Like, almost
I'm really not.
Yeah, we'll move them.
I'm not terribly familiar with the area. I've only visited it like maybe twice.
The third set of ads,
and usually I just like go to the location and then leave.
What we're gonna do? Okay, so here's the thing that really needs to make
so
sure it goes right.
Google it, and it's like
it's
gorgeous.
So third set of ads just got gripped in. Ads are gripped up and they've been knocked back because technique is coming. Make sure the ads that are out when technique are coming are dead. They need to be dead during technique, because that's the only time you can kill them without being punished for it, because technique's coming out and we already have a fresh stack. So pretty much after 2 get gripped in, they're going to be low. Just kill them as long as they're far enough away, because that means they're not going to run into the searing whatever the fuck. It means unless you're not paying attention to where you're standing, you can't drop a flare on them, and they'll be up by the time we need them again. And that's the important part of that, is that they're gonna die at some point.
Recreation
have to die when they can die, not randomly.
It was so funny. The last time I visited, we went to go visit the first Chipotle. The first Chipotle is there, and like literally right beside it is something called Starbuds. I think it's like a joke, like Starbucks and Starbuds.
But yeah, when technique comes out in the second phase, just tank the boss about 5 yards closer to blue or red for the technique. As long as you guys don't get knocked off.
No, we won't. The only reason we hold them that close is because we've had to get the heads in the cloud.
Yeah, that's fine. But as long as we can work out the ad location, it should be good. Okay, Tempest. After this is Ren, and then second Full Breaker, and then Ren. So groups 1 and 2, you're running in right after this is over. Groups 1 and 2 in. Okay. Groups 3 and 4 get in. Groups 1 and 2 get out. We can get Leetsias now. Let's make sure we have max damage just going into this ad phase, because we're gonna melt them. Ravenous Blaze, make sure you're watching out for it.
This fight isn't really hard, it's just ad management, which we haven't really figured out how that works yet.
3% till push, we're gonna have a Wake and a Blaze. Here's Wake. Blaze is coming. Ravenous Blaze, make sure you're out. Don't kill anybody with it, guys. Okay, push is happening after this Wake. Watch out for it. Transition is now.
Ooh, normally I save that.
Delay like 5 seconds, Rush, and then do time damage gets in.
5 seconds from now, you're saying?
Sure, I got pumped.
Go ahead now.
Tide's down.
Okay, ads are coming in right now. Let's get blue killed.
Ooh, that sounded rough.
Probably gonna need some more from these ads coming in. They should make it, actually. They're fine. Get ready for next set. We're gonna need cooldowns here to come out.
Go, totem going on.
Turret, that's you for him.
I mean, that was perfect. Hull stuns if you guys can.
Don't release. Oh, we're not wiping, are we? Just kidding.
Okay, get ready to grip 2. We need 2 gripped in.
Oh no!
There's a vortex.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
I thought we wanted that there.
Definitely don't need vortexes there.
Okay, so we'll have enough time for this intermission phase, for this intermission phase to be perfect because technique's just coming up now. And
yeah, they're starting to die here when techniques come.
Yeah, so they're dying at the perfect time, and if we get them gripped in at the right time, the only possibility for a flame run to have a 2-stack is if it's the first one, like this pattern is. So that's perfect. That's exactly what we need. So timings work out great. Everything needs to go the same as it did last pull, except not the vortex, and we need to make sure that healing cooldowns need to be up before the acid.
I almost lived.
You have to make sure whatever cooldowns are being used are up a second before, because if anyone
especially Mr. White.
Half a second before the ad.
I don't know why your name. I don't know if it's supposed to be especially. You've never answered this, Mr. White. I always think of it especially Mr. White.
You know, the tank ad killed somebody.
Was my tide?
They probably do, Ollie. They probably do. We get a contact when it blows down.
Maybe drop cloudburst just a little bit earlier.
A little earlier. Okay.
Yep.
If I'm correct, I'm going to the States this summer. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, Tori, that's amazing.
If we focus on these
oh my gosh, you're going to Hawaii in October? Oh, Ollie, I'm jealous. I've never been to Hawaii. You're going to Florida, Eritoria?
It makes it tremendously easier on healers.
That's exciting. Are you going to try to see Disneyland? Disney World? Disney World is in...
Because I can spirit link on them too.
Disney World is in Florida. I always get confused which one's in Disneyland.
It's only a 3-minute cooldown though.
You'll put it on the first flame run.
You guys know what I'm saying. I can't talk correctly. Things just kind of
because that's the one that's likely to have a double stack up still, and that's where you need it. Like it has to go there because if you don't, you risk losing.
That's exciting, Eritoria.
Then we'll have
you been
to
the States
ads
before?
on second, and then we wipe because that's you can't deal with that.
Yeah, Roche, that's going to be Spirit Link plus Trank.
We're frequently losing.
Just give me a holler for it. No.
Sometimes DPS, but also healers to the Tashlux after the intermission phase ends. So if you just draw a straight line from where he's standing in the center to in between red and blue, that is not a safe place for you to be. Like, don't run through the boss to get back to position. Don't be standing.
I don't even know what that reference is. Now I'm like, now if you're never gonna answer me, now I have to go look it up. Mr. White.
But yes, we can get our
mission.
If you're gonna go anywhere, though, Miami is a good place.
Huh? No one said your name.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I'm like.
3, 2, 1.
Remember, Ravenous Blaze is first, so make sure we're spread. Give everyone a few yards. First frame run, groups 1 and 2. If you have debuff, be careful. Double foe breaker, then seer. If you're ranged, make sure you're out. You don't need me in.
Oh, sorry.
Res grip graph after seer. Groups 3 and 4 need to move in right after this. Watch your debuff. If you have debuff, you can't be in.
You're safe.
Oh, I was not in position. I'm sorry.
That worked. We're okay. Just clean it up. Let's get the boss a little bit repositioned here. Doesn't really matter. Blazes are going out. Be careful with them. Wake the flame going out. Watch out for it.
I have to read the add-on.
Wake the flame going out again. Blazes are out.
4, 3, 2,
push after this foe breaker, so don't worry about the boss. He's pushed. Okay, here we go with the intermission again.
Transmission.
Let's make sure we do this right. Blue Ed needs to die first. Should already be on it and getting it killed. Nuke this Blue Ed as fast as you can. Drift in. Get ready for damage. Damage going now. Watch your health, guys. Get this Blue Ad killed. Needs to be dead.
They're melee on the red ad. Do we care about that?
Kill the red ad.
Cloud burst going off.
Red ad needs to die now. Okay.
Rolled.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. I need those grips a little bit faster. Like a
We can't because of the path of the ads being dragged through them.
Do you want me to wait a little bit before I move them?
I mean, like, I don't know what you could do that would make that better other than, like, maybe pull them out to the side slightly, but really it's dependent on where the ad spawns.
No, it's fine. We'll just need a slow, like, I'll just corruption the yellow and orange, like, right before they get to the boss, and we'll be fine.
Yep, that'll work out. Alright, so, again, let's just get buffed up, go again. Try to watch these early deaths. No one should really die to Ravenous Blaze. Like, you guys gotta watch out for Ravenous Blaze and Flame Run. Know what Flame Run your groups are in.
I think the plan is to go from one coast to the other.
You can only soak it once per technique, and
well, I mean, it depends on the people you meet, right? You can't just make adjustments about everybody.
That leaves the other group with
Our
5,
assessments.
6, 7
Greatness has arrived! Oh, your
too
cat
easy
is
to die
snoring.
Hello,
Agamemnon. I always want to add N's where there's M's and M's where there's
But
N's.
still, make sure you're in the right rend and just be in the right spot. Ready, check going out. Hopefully we can pull all the talent.
Hello, Dora! You went there for a friend's wedding. One person accused me of stealing his wallet, and another person accused me of stealing my sunglasses. Oh, jeez. Aww.
5, 4.
That's awful.
3, 2, 1.
Blue's coming. Watch, wait. First run, make sure you're in. After this is second foe breaker, and then finally Ren. So groups 3 and 4 start moving in when this is over. It's 1 and 2, you gotta be out.
Her tongue's sticking out. Oh my gosh, I've wanted a cat for so long. I really need to, like, get on the... But my family's allergic, so, like, if they came over, they would have a hard time.
Range, make sure you're more than 5 yards apart.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Blaze is coming.
Wouldn't that be cool if we would just, like, get it right now? That would be awesome. I feel like we should just kill this boss.
Good job. We're pushed. Phase is coming. Remember, everybody needs to be on the blue ad. Blue side ad needs to die first. The faster it dies, the easier this is to heal. So please focus with everything that you have.
Only tide going down.
Did that work better?
Yes. Okay, let's get the second ad killed. Kill it as fast as you can. Everybody needs to be on this ad right now. All the damage you can do. Okay, they overlap.
It's orange and yellow still getting in too early.
Well, just yellow got in too early that time. Orange was actually fine, but for some reason yellow got in there way faster.
Did it get empowered by my ad?
No, I just didn't slow it in time.
Okay.
But good job killing tank ads. Tank ads died like right where they needed to die. Like they were gonna die at the point in time where there was gonna be no tank ads alive.
Cats are pretty like
exactly what we need.
pretty greedy
and
with the
tanks, when that happens, just make sure that we let the second set hit the boss. Like, don't move him right away. Like, let him stand in the middle for a second to ensure that both of those ads hit. Then we can drag.
Okay.
Just so that we don't risk having to use grips on the first set when we don't have to use grips on the first set.
Thanks, Ollie, for stopping by. You have a good one. Oh no, oh well, I didn't stream any of my Mythic Plus runs because they were pretty boring, but I do always consistently stream on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But yeah, I don't necessarily have any, depends on, like, if I'm not pushing high keys and I'm just getting 15s out, it doesn't seem interesting, and I don't know if I don't know if people want to see just 15s being run.
Give me a second, I released by mistake. Almost back.
You would release.
I mean, if my cat doesn't sleep in my lap, I feel like I'm doing something
go
wrong.
out,
I know,
my
it's
brain
like...
just was like, oh, it's out, but it was
Do
just
they
a
not
single
love me?
res.
Am I doing something wrong?
Or you think Zonia's giving you the Death Knight rest?
I am going to be going on vacation, though, Agamemnon. So for a week, I won't be streaming starting Tuesday, starting Monday. Oh my gosh. I probably should put something in the Discord and be like, hey guys, I'm gone for this period of time.
Order to pull. Let's get this intermission down, guys.
5, 4.
Oh, yeah, left counter.
2, 1.
45 minutes of it.
Oh, this is spicy.
Yeah, sorry.
4,
You want to move while I'm moving.
2, 1.
Oh.
It's here. It's breaker after this. Get ready for last run. Make sure you're in position, guys. Last run. Okay, let's grab Storm.
Oh my gosh. I just, it's easy. I can see it. It's like written out there for me to look at. I don't know why I freak out. I gotta get better, guys. I mean, we already have enough trouble with the
coming
ads.
up again.
I don't want it to be me causing the reason why we're wiping.
Now. Awesome. Remember, blue ad first. And make sure it dies fast. Everybody on blue ad right now needs to die. Ads are hitting.
Beat you up.
Finish blue ad. Needs to die. Okay, we're on red ad now. Get it killed. Needs to die. Next ads are hitting. Get ready. Make sure you're topped up. They'll be coming in soon. Make sure these two hit. Help the other one.
Burst just popped.
Help the other one get in. Make sure they get in. Grip it if you need to. Okay, we're good. Let's get healed up. Watch out for the blaze. Ravenous blaze coming. Spread back out, guys. Let's get ready to grip 2 in. Everyone needs to get topped up first. After these blazes, we need to... Okay. Watch Aqua. Need a second one in still.
4, 3,
It's too late now.
2,
Okay.
1.
So, that was a little bit slow, but that's okay. We have to get it down a little better. So, as far as range go, you can't stand by the boss. Because you have this thing that you spawn called Flare. And if you spawn it under the boss, it's not going to go well for anybody. So, make sure that you're...
It's always like, no, I don't want to get hit.
Imagine that
I don't want to
square,
die. Hello, Queen Varu. Thank you so much for showing
make
up.
a triangle. You can't be in that if you're ranged.
Hey, Matt
you can't even
Lovelace.
be near that if you're ranged. Because if you
I
are,
know, that
you're
voodoo
A,
that
drop a flare
Varu
on
do.
melee. B, you're going to drop a flare in an ad. Or C, drop a flare in a
Hey,
spot
Zero.
that messes up
I saw too
somebody
late
in some
that you
way.
were
So
doing
need to make
Mythic
sure that you're on
Pluses
the outright.
today. Oh my goodness. I wish we gotta time it better because I really want to do stuff with that.
Because you just can't have the flares there. I know it's
I do
weird
want to do more
coming
Mythic
out of the
Pluses with
Intermission
you.
being in that position and you're not used to
I'm
it yet.
so,
That's
I'm like
fine.
literally
Make
the
sure you
least
move out, because not
coordinated
only is there
person. The fact that I go to
flares,
show up to
but right
raid
after
on
is
time
blaze.
is
So you're gonna need to be spread
is a
all
plus
kinds of
in
spread all
my
over
life.
the place, and not anywhere near the boss because of flare. Flare's like a 10
Is it
yard,
warm
20
in
yard
Sweden
circle
there,
around
Torio?
you that spawns, and it does fire and it empowers the ads and it fucks us. Secondly, grips need to go faster there.
I gotta,
Obviously,
guys,
they
I
didn't
gotta
because of
read my add-on.
underlying issues with flare and other things that caused it to be a shit show, but clean that up so we can
I'm
get the
so
grips done,
bad at
because those ads, if you noticed, they died in a horrible spot. So
Oh no!
they can't die there. They
Oh,
can
no.
die, just not there. So
Yeah, I can't do it next week, but the week after we should do it. I'm gonna be gone next week, so I'm not gonna be streaming or doing anything.
ready check going on.
Oh no. What kind of do you have like a wood burning stove, or do you have like a gas stove heater? What am I saying?
Make sure
'Cause I
you
know
have things like
in
health
Germany, my
stones.
parents
You're gonna need them on the spawns.
my parents have like their neighbors have like wood
This is
burning
a
stoves.
very heal-intensive fight. I mean, essentially, I'm guessing you should be using your personals on cooldown during the ads exploding. Just to help healers.
5, 4, 3.
Arcane has good cooldowns for that.
1.
No one cares about Arcane.
Just muting slip.
4, 2, 1.
First run is after this seer. Groups 1 and 2 get ready to move in after this seer. Groups 1 and 2, you're in. After this goes off, group swap. Groups need to swap. Res Abe, please, after this is over. Groups 3 and 4 are in now. Make sure you're in. No extras. Get Abe.
That one is nice. I can do that one. That one seems to be consistent, guys.
I can't res.
Looks like it's got one.
He definitely has a res.
He might have DC'd. Boss is gonna be pushing her now. Remember, we're on blue ad right away. Get blue ad killed.
I have a slight problem.
Tide's down.
That's a wipe.
Yeah, it's not gonna matter. 3 ads are about
I'll res.
Slip?
Yeah.
Are you excited to play Warlock on Argus?
Well, no, I'm playing Demon Hunter and I'm gonna run around and grab balls. I love balls.
Do you enjoy them more in your raid basement?
Do you have the
Yeah,
log?
dude. No, dude, I need to get the neck off of,
So if that situation arises again, I don't have any place to go. I am gonna end up slowing the red ad a little bit for the grip.
Whoever's gripping red ad, just make sure you grip it quick.
Yeah, like I'm trying to move after I see it grip.
Okay, so here's the problem. So the way Zonia is moving his ad, I can't grip blue ad because he runs it over blue ad. So I have to wait.
That's okay that you can't grip it. That's fine. It doesn't matter if you can't grip it, because what needs to happen is, if you grip it late, that's fine. Because if there's a red ad gripped into the path that blue goes through, all you got to do is match yours with that one. At that point in time. So if red ad gets gripped across towards blue, so let's say it gets gripped to Agramar's left foot if you're looking at him from the entrance of the room. Okay, fine. You gotta wait a second for blue. That's fine, because you can just grip blue right up to red. Red just needs to be moved over so that 50 doesn't empower the other ad. That's all that needs to happen. So red just.
I mean,
needs
it
to get
doesn't
gripped
matter if
across.
she empowers red ad for a second.
No, I'm not talking about red. I'm talking about star. That's
Just
why
what I'm saying.
The ad like you were before.
Okay, just do it like before. It doesn't.
Yeah,
Like it was
that's fine.
getting. It was definitely getting boosted and then sped up, but you can't
Yeah,
grip
yeah,
it
that's
when
fine.
it's... Okay.
That doesn't matter. If it gets boosted right at the start, no big deal.
Okay, I can do that. Do 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 do.
5, 4,
Tough
3,
chuckles, man.
2, 1.
That was fancy.
What happened? You just turned around and smacked?
Yeah, it's a good thing I was standing there, too.
Yeah. First run went out. Double breaker and then Seer. Seer after, you just move out now. Seer slow. Last rend is after this. Make sure we get in. Let's grab Inferno. Need big cooldown. Alright, grab Inferno, please.
Coming up.
Watch these blazes. Watch the wake.
So are you taunting in the beginning? On the pole?
No, I thought you were.
You've started every single... You've gotten the first set of
I
stacks.
only taunt if he goes out of position, like if he starts walking towards the range, I taunt. That's it.
We probably should address that in the beginning. Because I definitely have not been taunting.
Okay, well, let's address it, not in the hole. Good blue head killed. Everyone should be on it. Get red ad killed. So, I don't know how that ad was dead, but it can't be dead.
This is a wipe.
Need 2 to hit.
Burst going.
Grip another one. Grip another one.
Wait, this is a wipe.
We can go with it still. Oh,
50
I didn't
fell
realize
off.
50. Yeah, I didn't realize 50 was going on.
Well, grip can do the rotation.
I've got res.
Yeah, it's just a wipe.
I got clipped by the stupid shit on the ground. Okay. Well, are you taunting in the beginning or no? Because you're taking the first set of stacks. No, I mean, like, do you want to do that from now on? Because that way we won't risk someone gripping with threat.
2.
Oh, we can. I figured you wanted pain though, like last take, but I'll do it.
Good thing I'm a rogue and I have cheat death, right?
I released on this stupid. Ooh, these are the types of fights.
Tara, how does it feel getting res like a sec, not even a whole second before everybody else?
Feels pretty good.
I'm a derp. I'm a
How does
derp.
it feel to be Katura?
It's pretty awesome. Should try something.
Oh yeah, I watched
to be
Ver's
inside Katura.
You would know that one more than me.
You know.
streams.
People, the range people that are spread out, when other people get the blazes, you need to pay attention to where they're.
Sorry guys. I know it's like not
Can't just
very
stand there.
entertaining when I'm like staring at the
This
screen
is
the
like
entire
Fallen
time.
Avatar 2.0. It's called you get a debuff, go straight back. You get blaze, go straight back. So that means that if you're standing behind somebody, you're not in a good spot and you need to move. Everyone needs to be next to each other and on the side. You need to kind of make a arcing crescent around the platform, and everyone needs to be shoulder to shoulder, not face to back, shoulder to shoulder. Because if you are behind somebody and there's a person on their right gets blazed, they have to go back and probably cut to the right a little bit. And if you're standing behind them, you're just gonna get killed. And that's not their fault, because if they stood in, they're gonna kill more than you. So make sure that you guys are spread out in a way that doesn't equal you getting killed if somebody gets it next to you. And if you're behind somebody, then move, because you can't. All you're gonna do is inconvenience everybody else who's running.
Okay.
Star, are you there? We can get a poll going, please. Oh, sorry, Iran. Slow.
No, I'm always just typing or doing something.
Okay, we can pull them.
Are you in range, so?
Yeah.
Why don't I see you? Oh, okay, sorry, I see you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Remember, melee are going to move in and it's going to open up a lot of room in this room because they're not going to be ranged next to you, so make sure you're not behind anybody. And just go straight back with the debuffs. It'll work out a lot better for everybody else.
2, 1.
Try to remember where your spots are. Range don't need to be near melee until ever. First flame run is after this. Make sure groups 1 and 2 only get hit by this. Groups 1 and 2, flame run is yours. Okay, still have people in groups 3 and 4 get it. Groups 3 and 4
I'll
get
go in
ready.
for 3. I didn't get hit.
Okay, spread back out. Return around the room. Get in the same positions you were before. Don't let anybody be behind.
Oh no, Vero, that's the worst.
You ready to reset positions? Reset your positions.
We're really good at consistently getting him to like 82%. Yeah, we got
back
this.
with him?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we're pushed. Let's get through this cleanly, please. No mistakes. Don't kill the ads that you're not supposed to hit.
No, that was down.
I think tied down.
Not good.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Just make sure we got CCs for the other ones. Blue ad is dead. Let's get red killed. You just slow on the other one? You just stun on the other one. Okay.
Why?
That was a really fucking confusing set of spawns. I wasn't sure which one was which either, Zonya. So.
Don't release.
They all spawned halfway in between.
Yeah, as Isomer mentioned, some people in groups have changed. I know it hasn't really caused us any trouble yet, but just to give everybody a reminder, check your groups.
Oh,
there were some really
Lord.
swap to make things a little bit more easier for some people, and trying to
Is there a
replicate
release
the groups as best as they
towards
were
the
on the previous
end?
night we pulled this boss, so that people aren't experiencing too much unnecessary change. So
Can you like
check your
run
groups,
towards
make
the
sure you know
end and res me? Tree?
Hmm?
Can you run towards behind him and res me? Because I did not get that.
Incoming.
Yay, I'm glad Queen is still here.
Okay, let's get rezzed up and go quick, guys, too.
Sorry, I got booped off the platform. I'm waiting for a... Did you send it?
I thought that was
Okay, yeah.
This should work.
Yeah.
That hit?
Yeah.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we're in position. Get ready for the first run. Probably next. First run. Groups 1 and 2. After this is Breaker and then Ren, so pretty much once Breaker goes out, needs to be group swap. Okay, swap the groups. Get in there if you need to be. Get out if you don't need to be. Don't die to those. Good job. Everybody's got a debuff. Let's run it. Get ready for Blaze.
Down.
B's up. Second ad finished. Ads are walking in now. Should be good on time for the most part. Get ready for next damage. Next damage going out now. Make sure these two hit. Make sure these two hit. Okay. Unfortunately, had a few deaths there that fucked us.
Exactly how that should go. And we're in like perfect shape for ads at that
point. Go to Madeline. Hello, Timmy Anderson. Boo to you too.
I've res.
Good job.
Oh my
Mighty
gosh.
Graph.
I keep putting my.
Thanks.
I need to like get out of that so that I don't constantly ruin my title of my video. Ugh, this one is.
Do you want me to just call my Griff and then so that you have time? Or I mean, I assume you're watching the debuff too. So.
Yeah. Mine's a 25-second cooldown.
I need food. Give me foods. Put down the foods.
Well, why don't you get a non-25-second cooldown grip?
Can we summon the food bringer?
Slow.
I'll take a summon too, please.
Do you bring food?
No.
Does Dot need a summon too?
You'd like one?
You will walk and you will like it.
Did you put down food yet?
I'm still running back, so
Did you?
no.
You should have got a summon.
Well, I didn't get a summon.
I got it.
Which group are you? Someone click.
I'm almost there.
I clicked.
Yeah, great, because he's right here.
Zonia likes it when you summon him.
Wait, what did Timmy say? Boo. You have a big forehead. And rawr.
Is this supposed to mean something to me?
Timmy.
You like summons?
I am intrigued by your confusing language.
Especially when you're in tank position already.
Hearth out quick. No, I can't hearth out. I can't leave.
Yeah, that's fine.
My forehead is big. It's because of my gross intelligence. And by gross, I mean large. You know, like the German word for like a lot. Sehr groß. I have a large intelligence. I can't fit a lot in my head. Wait, this is coming out all terribly, guys. I'm trying to be like, I'm really smart, but it's not coming out right. Oh well, you know what? You win some, you lose some.
I got mud in my house. I can't get out.
Yeah, my head. When my hair is not around my head, I do have a big forehead. but it's not nice of you to point things out like that. I have
Alright,
feelings.
we're swapping in. Connor had to go. So here we are. We got Dot and Dash in for him. Star's in real quick, dropping a Cauldron, and then he'll summon me back. But yeah. So we're gonna see how this goes. As of right now, I mean, we had one pull in that hour
Yeah,
that
like
really
hats
made it
don't fit me.
to, you know,
Not
reasonable
that I have the
pace,
skills
which
to make
was,
the
you know,
don't have
we
the
got
patience
out,
for it.
we got the third set of
Yeah,
ads
I mean,
somewhat in.
it's a lot of
and we
waiting.
made it through the first two. Like, we made it through the first two sets, and then
We actually
things were all
survived
right,
that
but
one. Only a whole bunch of people
there's
died.
some change here, and I know Dot, you have watched and you have a pretty good understanding of what you need to do. Oh, I just swapped you from me. That's not what I want to do. So hopefully it'll be enough. Granted, at this point, guys, we're gonna go by 30-minute intervals just because, as of right now, we're still learning timings on these ads to get things really like ironed out to the fullest to make sure that we don't have any issues. So obviously, it's likely that we'll see regression just because somebody else is going to have to learn something that they haven't had to do yet. And
Hey, I get a thumbs back.
doing it, who now isn't
Thank you,
here, still
Eratoria.
hasn't
I appreciate
completely
that.
figured out what the timing needs to be on certain things. So there's probably going to be some issue. Hopefully there's none, and we can just have a good night and continue to see deeper into the phase. But we will judge it based on time and see how it goes. Cauldron, like I said, is down, so make sure you get a second one. And we're kind of going to go by 30 minutes here, see how everything goes, and just make sure that we're not going to waste time like phase one or the first set of ads. Something that we could do normally with other people and that have seen it.
So you'll have to grip set
a big
with me because griffs won't be back up.
Yeah, that's fine. I usually do a grip on set 3 too, but
me and Griff should have set 3. We should.
Yeah, we can get that one.
Yeah, we can get 1 and 3, and then 5. I think there's a 5. I don't know.
Oh, jeez. Ooh. I hope I didn't change the raid notes.
So Copy just gone over a lot of very long reasons why we may be having a harder time as we're swapping people. But one thing that we can all work on is not getting hit by meteors in the transmission phase. That's an absolute no-no. You should also not be dying to the Ravenous Blaze. Again, this can never happen, ever.
My driver's license, when you take your picture, you're not supposed to smile. So my driver's license, I do look like a serial killer. I'm just like, I don't know how to not smile and not look horrible.
Flip you again.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Did I miss a ready check? Because I didn't get one.
Sure did, buddy.
Well, maybe your ready check should fucking actually get to me, because I didn't get one.
Maybe it's just your add-on that needs to be updated, because it's always you that's not getting it, you fucking turd.
You know what? I blame you.
Rude.
He sounds ready.
You know what? I'm not ready. Cancel the poll.
Poke.
Too bad.
Sorry, I have Slip muted. Did he send something important?
That's rude. Why do you have me muted?
Be ready. Technique coming.
Well, that must be an effective way to ask.
Yeah, really.
Okay, after this is first run. Make sure first run group is ready to get in for it. Groups 1 and 2. You're in now. Only groups 1 and 2. Tree and Bean, you guys aren't in groups 1 and 2.
Oh, you moved.
Retarded.
I'm not crazy, that was the second round, right?
Yes.
Did it hit? It hit, right? Like, right?
Yeah, no, we're fine.
Yeah, it was fine. It was people who died. It was those. Oh my God! Tell her to take
Break
it.
the flame for you. So, by the way, melee, when you get wake on you, you have like a few seconds to position where it shoots, just so you know.
He means pointed to the sides when you can.
Yeah. Exactly. Get these ads killed. Please pay attention.
get booped off of the platform. That's all I care about right now.
It was played.
People are dying. Okay. Oop, don't go. When it spawns like right on you, it's pretty bad.
God, please kill it.
Okay, let's get healed up. Grip another. Swipe.
They were too slow that time.
Wait, so did too many go away?
What's probably going to need to happen is the ads. Okay, so as the ads go around the room, there's red and blue, there's orange and yellow, and then there's skull and green. Skull and green probably need to be slowed very early on because they've proven time and time again to be at the boss when the other two are at the boss, and then they're just 4 ads gunning for the boss, and it's a fucking shit show at which 2 are gonna hit first. Sometimes it's green and orange, sometimes it's skull and orange, sometimes it's red and green, or yellow and green. So we really got to make sure that the
okay, hold on.
ads on skull and
Dr. Bill's
green really don't make it to the middle as close as they have been, because it really makes things awkward because there's too many ads going into the boss that are way too close. The ones in the back are never a problem because generally they're getting slowed.
Man, I'm jealous of your mom too, Eritoria.
An issue, but let's try to work on that to make sure that we don't have.
So the problem there was also.
Oh no, Dr. Phil! I don't want to know your dirty secrets.
And orange were too slow. They didn't get in time before I had to mass grip.
Well, Matt, I am jealous of you too, since you look so good.
Which is really bad. They need to walk in before I mass grip.
Sorry. Okay, I need to repair.
It's not good. It's not the end of the world though. Like we can still get the single grips.
You need to clarify something. What do you need to clarify, Agamemnon? Everyone on my show is.
Are you mass gripping on yourself, or how are you positioning it?
So, essentially, I'm gripping skull to purple, and then mass gripping off that is what I've been doing.
When I made the comment about the scroll wizard character in Ice Skate, it was never.
You can mass grip off yourself.
You can mass grip off of any target.
Oh, you're fine, Agamemnon.
Oh my god.
I have like a really easy sense of humor, so I don't.
That's how we grip the walls.
I know you probably you weren't. I always judge people's intentions to be good. Like if you clearly are saying malevolent things towards me, then I'm gonna judge your intentions are not like nice and they're mean. But for the most part, if it's just like humor, I'm pretty. Most things just roll off my back. But thank you so much for clarifying that. I appreciate that.
I mean.
I know. Compy's like, oh, it's almost time for you to be over.
3 expansions.
Yeah, of course, Aqua Creeper. I am way overpowered. I should not be where I am. Sorry, I'll show you again in the next intermission.
3, 2, 1.
Did I get the right Disney princess there? I'm actually kind of doubting it.
Technically, Aladdin sings that line, but yes.
4, 3, 2,
First run, groups 1 and 2.
Shh. We're going for group 3.
Oh shit.
You need me to take breaker?
No, I got hit by the
Doesn't matter, next pull. Practice this phase, so even if we're 2 DPS and we grip down, practice this phase. Though you're probably gonna have to grip one of these ads. Don't know if that's possible, but try.
The red and blue ads?
Yeah, you're gonna have to grip. Which one are you still?
I'm blue. There's no way he can do it without fucking us. Because he'll empower it.
Just grip it over to yourself on blue. And let it be empowered, but grip it a little bit away from the boss so that it's unempowered by the time it hits, and then hopefully Slip can just adjust his to that.
And again.
Okay, we'll push after this Tempest, just make sure you're out. Remember, we're on blue at first. This is going to be a little tricky to pull off, but it's not something we can't do, so.
Tied down.
First two are going in. Get this blue ad killed. Makes healing way easier. Just kill it. Okay, we're on red now. Watch your health. Seconds. Oh, okay.
Roll.
I watched my health deplete.
Seems like that one on the... Was it Star that was too fast?
Yeah. Star and Orange were both pretty fast that time. It was Star that actually went in.
Yeah.
It looks like Star almost sped up at the last second. I'm not sure how that...
It looks like Star's talking, actually.
Weird.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier too. I saw his little thingy lighten up, but didn't hear anything.
Was this thing up?
Oh my god! Were you muted?
I have decided this was a planned wipe since Mages were on top.
Alright, we need to do a quick 200k to reset our pallets. Come roll with the grip graphs.
Spot me?
No.
Sorry. Okay, while we're waiting. Currently I am wearing Oblivion's Embrace and Archimon's Hatred
So wait a
Reborn.
minute, can I buy my spot back by spotting you?
Yeah.
I figured that was the case.
Am I in now?
No, you are not.
Neither are you.
Rip spot.
I'm just kidding.
Glad I didn't enter that one.
You owe me 39k, bitch.
Okay, we're running back. Reses will be soon.
It's grip graph on grip graph violence. Feels bad. Oh, man. Pompey, send me drugs. My back hurts.
Go to your doctor and get Percocets.
Dude, I should. I just didn't
Can I have that rune up?
I heard you could drink acid.
I'm so bad with weak auras.
I mean, honestly, your best bet, Slip, take a perky and wash it down with the Tide Pod.
Dude, I've heard Tide Pods get you high, bro.
They look delicious.
How do you share?
Saying,
Can you share the
like,
Pep Agrimar thing?
If you're dumb enough to
Can you share the Pep Agrimar? Because we're using the Pep Agrimar one, right?
Yeah.
Can you share that? Because Cutie's looking for it.
I'm saying, bro.
Did she whisper you for it?
It's almost like you guys read the
I'm not paying
comments on all those
attention.
memes.
Like,
You know what? Can we feed all of Detroit Tide Pods?
Rude.
can we do better at Agrimar than the US is in the Winter Olympics? Because that'd be nice.
Rip.
But we're good at slope style, okay?
We're good at stat and fucking
Tell you what, we're
snowboard.
not good at. We sure fuck aren't good at hockey. Not that anyone wants to be good at it. Fucking
Women are in the gold medal round.
Sassy. Storm's trying to get on the front page. I see it. I see it.
First Ren, groups 1 and 2. Tempest, make sure you're out. After this is second breaker, and then after that we have the last Ren. Get in for the Ren. This is all group 2, you should be in. All group 2, you should be in. Not actual group 2 though. So. Hopefully that's coming. Blaze is coming, get spread back out.
Good, I'm glad. I think cameras make it more personal.
Figure out.
Oh, you guys can see when I'm like looking at your chat and everything. Makes me feel like I'm having a conversation with you guys.
Oh, I just jihaded myself. I need healed.
So you ready for wakes?
Nah, I cloaked the first one.
Blaze coming. Okay, we're gonna push here into percent, so be ready. Pushes now.
get
Please
hit
be
by the
mindful of what
wave.
you're supposed to be doing here.
Be mindful of what you're supposed to be doing.
Get this big ad killed.
Oh yeah. Who's gonna get the big ad killed? It's gonna be me. Not gonna get flung off the edge like a noob. It's so embarrassing when I die.
Ads are going in, seconds hitting out.
Flinging my body across the edge.
There.
Oh, it is the most slowed.
Okay, we have to stop the other ads from coming in. Make sure you CCs get these ads stopped. You'll probably have to grip early if you can. Fine. The ones are far enough away. Let's get 2 in. The furthest 2 away. Get them in.
Oh, don't move them.
Be good on those two.
Yeah, okay, so... Yeah.
I thought we were supposed to keep...
Never put corruptions on blue and red. Do not put corruptions on them. You cannot... Don't slow them at all.
So were we supposed to keep him in the middle to let things hit, and then pull him out, or are we pulling him out? I thought the point was to keep him in the center.
Orange and red?
So we pulled him about 10 yards off of the center. So what we're doing there is we're pulling him and keeping him close to the center. We're letting those 2 hit. What's going to happen is we're giving about 5 yards breathing room for Skull and Green, whereas we're pulling them slightly closer to Star and Orange, so they're going to come right in at the same time. The others are going to be within the massacre. So we are keeping him centered, but we're not keeping him perfectly centered.
Okay.
And then we'll book it backwards, basically.
Yeah, don't slow red and blue. Orange and Star are priority, but red and blue can't be slowed at all. Because if one's slowed and the other isn't, the first stack doesn't go off forever like it did with that.
Blue took a massive hit from something. It went to like 50%.
Yeah, so
confusing,
blue
guys.
I mean, okay, so either of those ads, I mean, realistically, blue ad, there's going to be damage on it just due to the fact that if anyone has any type of ability that does damage off of whatever they're hitting, it's going to hit it. The ad only has like 25
eat while I'm reading.
So
trying to catch up with you guys.
Can hit those ads and do any form of
I
damage
prefer
to them.
practical medical work.
If
You have a
it's
4-day weekend coming up?
uncontrollable damage, you have
Oh,
no way to stop it.
exciting! I
It
can
gets
never
hit
none.
with a few abilities that are going to cleave onto
I'm
it.
catching up. I'm
It's
so
whatever.
behind.
But you cannot
South
hit it
Park
with any
fractured
ability
butthole this
that
weekend
does
swing is
meaningful damage and is targeted to it specifically.
That would be amazing.
Not have those ads get hit by any type of damage.
I stopped playing during
other
Canada
than
about a
what
year later. It was locked
hits
down
them
due to
naturally.
suspicious activity during my
Because if you
inactivity.
do,
Oh
you're gonna
no,
have
form
what happened a few
play!
polls back where we have a dead ad sitting just outside of Argus's bubble, which does no fucking use to us other than make us white, because there's no way that ad's gonna get ever into a position that's good, and it means that one of the first 2 ads has already been messed up.
Did you have like an authenticator on it? Because I know
make sure
that
you
happened to
watch
my
our
friend
damage
as well.
Like I said,
He stopped
if you have
playing and then for like
uncontrollable
3
damage and a few
months,
things hit it,
and then
ignite, whatever,
he got his account
I understand there's
hacked.
nothing you can do about it, but if you have
Have I
damage
said that
that you can make sure
Coca-Cola
that doesn't get hit
I mean,
with,
I'm
do
a
that.
Coke Zero girl
Never target,
myself.
never hit it.
I drink way too much of it.
What are you going on?
So is newspaper, Tony, but that doesn't make it not delicious. At cleaning windows. Looks like everybody's ready. I'm going to pull.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright guys, let's do this right.
Go in groups 3 and 4 to help.
Double break here. You have time here. Make sure you're in if you need to be in, guys. Brenda's next. Brenda's next. Brenda's
Oh
next.
my gosh, I hate this one.
Okay, spread back out because Ravenous Blaze is the next mechanic to deal with.
This is intense tanking shit. This is not like, oh doopy-doo, I'm gonna stand in fire and it's fine.
Okay, watch the
No,
waves.
this is probably one of the harder tanking fights I've ever done.
Unless it awakes coming.
It reminds me a little bit of dogs in the sense that
Blaze?
4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're in commission.
Transmission.
Make sure we do our jobs, okay?
hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Please no mistakes.
Load them down.
First two are in. These are up.
Don't get hit by the shit. Don't get hit by the shit.
AoE grip slip. Just need to make sure we get them all green. Oh, there's one missed. Okay, let the two on the right side hit. Let the close two hit. Two need to hit. Make sure only two hit, and one of them has to get crypt back. Okay, so...
two on the right. We should have walked them into the right ones.
That took way too long.
Yeah.
So that time, Star and Orange were too...
My tone's not going off.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So in that scenario, should we have just walked him over the two?
Yes. We could have there.
Yeah, probably.
That's what people will do, is they'll just walk him into.
Yeah, because then we would have been able to just like rip him through those, blow it up, and then reposition him.
Yeah, and the lone one out is no big deal. Like, it's slow, so it's not going to do anything. It will never reach the boss before it needs to get grouped down. It doesn't matter if it's a little out of the stack.
I look away for a second, guys. And you guys are talking about how Dr. Pepper tastes terrible? Eritoria. I freaked out and ran away. Dr. Pepper. Yeah, see? Agamemnon knows what's good. Dr. Pepper is delicious. A cranberry Sprite is the worst. I don't think I've had cranberry Sprite. I don't think they have that in America. That might be a European thing. They make different flavors.
Let's do it.
Hello?
They make different flavors for soda and cola over there. Aqua is sitting out on the Lone Ranger, liking the Pepsi. RC Cola is better. Wait, whoa. What is happening? I tried the new Mountain Dew, Clear Dew other day. Tastes like 10% Sprite and 90% 7-Up. That's crazy,
So
Tony.
do you want me to leave yellow and orange alone too?
No. Well, Zonia, if they just get stunned, is that enough, or do they actually need to be slowed?
It's an acquired taste.
It seems to me
the only
like
good
they need to
tasting
be
diet
slowed.
soda.
I don't think
Dr.
Super
Pepper
Trapper
is
slows
good
them right
either
away. I
way.
think he does like, well,
So
I don't know what he
delicious.
does, but I presume he does Skull and Green first. Then the stuns go
That's
out
crazy.
on
I know.
Star
Not,
and
not
Orange at the
exactly
start of
normal
there, and
for
then
liking it. I can
he does the
understand
slow
that.
again, but it's
Dr.
sort of
Pepper is
touchy-feely.
delicious.
Like if the stun is late and you
Yeah.
slow it immediately, then you're way too slow. And if you
Hold on a second.
slow it only when the stun goes out and the stun goes out late, then you're screwed.
Because, like,
Skull and Green.
yeah,
first.
they were way slow that time.
Ginger ale is
Which
good.
I understand, like,
I like ginger ale.
we're gonna have to learn.
It's not a big deal if that
I always get
happens.
confused
Like
with
it's better
ginger
than
ale.
being fast.
That's true. It is much better than them.
There's like two brands of
Like, it's
ginger
not
ale
good,
though.
but
Like
it's
Canada
totally
Dry is
fine.
good, and then
Well,
there's
I mean, you
different
can
ones.
always run it
Do you
into
have
one
cheer
and
wine,
rip the other
Queen,
there.
where you're at?
I assume.
Yeah.
They should easily.
How do you like ginger ale and not Dr. Pepper, Eritoria? I'm really
That's
confused
not
about
so much
this.
like we can do that. We can move the boss around and run him into it. A lot of the time, the reason that we don't, or we're sort of hesitant, is I don't know where people are standing.
Yeah, I get it.
Cutie, are you good?
Oh, what? Sorry.
But like, basically, if those ads don't hit at the right time, it's a wipe anyways. So if people die, people die. You know.
2, 1.
First round is after this. Make sure you're ready.
Shit. Shit. Shit.
Second round to make sure you were in for it. Yeah, I see that. Need to make sure that we're in for it. Pushing soon, 5%. Push.
Man, we got this first part down pat, man.
Number blue ad first. First two ads have hit.
Was one of those empowered? I'm pretty sure one of those was empowered. Oh no, it was just the high energy one.
You're supposed to have that too.
Well, we're supposed to have 2 hit, but it was probably gonna be wiped either way, even if we live through those.
You've never heard of cheer wine.
We lost a lot of people before
Yeah.
anything went wrong.
Cheer wine is greatest. Stuart knows what it is. If you're a redhead and you're drinking 7-Up, is it still called a ginger ale?
Was the damage there more
wait,
than
hold on a
normal?
second. If you're drinking a
One of the ads
7-Up, is it still called a ginger ale?
Sure,
No,
it
I
didn't
don't
look
think.
like it.
It would be called 7-Up, right?
There's no way.
Anybody know how to make sure your ready check makes noises? Because mine doesn't anymore.
It's the curse of the slip. You made fun of him, and now it's passed to you.
No, I'm getting mine.
Yeah, you Detroited up your ready check.
You got
Mine
sound
doesn't
effects
make
on.
noise either.
No, there's a difference. I slipped it up, which is worse than Detroiting it up.
Oh, there's nothing worse than Detroit.
You are.
Well, I'm not from Detroit,
I
so
can't remember
can't
about
be
the
worse than
authenticator, but I know that I
Detroit.
had no third-party unknowns. My email
That's
address
not very
was also
sound logic,
compromised.
but-
To the best of my knowledge, Blizzard caught the problem early
I'm
because
in.
Novo. Oh, okay,
I have
good.
proof that Detroit looks worse than Fallout 4. So, rip. Eld's off.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It showed that everybody was ready.
Said Eld was ready.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Just point the G key.
Oh, it's on the tip, dude.
I believe in you, Jacob.
Is Eld online?
Yeah.
Compy, you're muted.
Or disappointed.
Yeah, that's also possible.
I'm tied down.
that was too fast.
Wait, what happened in that case?
That one was slightly too fast.
Which one?
It was orange was slightly too
Hello,
fast
Alvaro.
that time. It came in with probably.
It's because you guys stir your chocolate longer than we do.
Less than 2 seconds to go on the debuff. So it was
That's
close,
so
but
cool,
it was
Queen.
slightly
That's
too
amazing.
fast. Combi?
They're an officer.
I mean, okay, so I realize that we're not the best comp here for this currently, but we still need to practice the ads. Like, we haven't gotten that down. It's not a matter of like.
So, the problem with it is Super Trapper had the perfect slow, and Dot's still figuring it out. He's only like 4 pulls in, getting the exact right slow on it. So that's the problem here, 50. Like Super Trapper had it.
Which side of the room do you start on?
It's not helping that I'm not.
We don't have 5 healers. We should have 5.
But also,
but you have 4.5 technically.
But I mean, is Dot's ad the one that's wiping us every time? I don't think that's the case.
Yes, it is. It is the orange and yellow ads coming in too quickly or too slowly that has wiped us the last 3 or 4 pulls.
Oh, we only have 4 healers. We usually have 5.
Yeah.
Dot,
Yeah, technically 3.5. So we have 3.5. That's even worse.
Alright, so probably give it a few more pulls, guys, because as we can see, we're not really making it out of the face, and at that rate, I mean, it's a waste of time.
It's not a waste of
we'll
time.
give it a few more. Hopefully we can adjust what we're doing here and make these ads work the way they need to. I don't know if anyone's using any unnecessary CCs that we are doing, but either way, need to make sure we're doing the CCs that we're supposed to be doing. Nothing extra, nothing too less. Like if you have a job and you are supposed to do it, no one told you to stop doing it. Make sure you keep doing it.
Yeah, I think it's worthwhile still pulling. Like even if we're not the makeup that we're supposed to be, like this is worth it to me. Like
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
After this is second run, make sure you're ready. Second run's up now. Make sure you guys watch your health here. Don't want to be too low when these first ads hit. So make sure you're not standing in anything.
The one in the middle, Doug.
Link tied down.
Yeah, one came in way too fast and back. And I just didn't have grip. There's nothing I could do.
I can help slow.
Orange coming in too fast.
Not the other end at all, really.
It was like moon or something, or the bridge. Like it was directly opposite.
Yeah, it wasn't one of the two that we're supposed to hit. But Star was, or not Star, Orange was following in right away. So I mean, either way, if that didn't hit, Orange was still too fast. So like, regardless of that ad hitting, that one was just another ad that was a problem. So.
Yeah, I know, Elvera. It's such a surprise. We're wiping on Mythic Agrimar. It's just, you know, we're scrubs over here.
It's going to be a problem because we have a lot of people normally learning it. It's just not worth our time to have more people learn it that really aren't going to ever have to do it again. Just because the one-time occurrence happens where we miss multiple people who didn't have the job here, who knew how to do it and aren't here. Not much you can do. And alternatively, one of the solutions that would be most effective here would be having 2 warlocks slow. However, the problem is the only other warlock here that can slow is our DK tank.
Thanks, Elena.
Because we know that they have Sacrilash. So really, no matter which way we go.
I have a 50% slow with no cooldown.
I'm taking warlock slow.
Thank you so much for
slow.
Thank you so much for telling me that, Elena. That means a lot. I'm glad that you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that a lot.
We'll use a lot of problems. And
hey, VJ.
We're having ad mistakes on ads that are
my current build
we'll
is.
Give it another try here, but again, missing so many people that it's easier to try with a team that is supposed to be it.
What? That was a weird pull.
Okay, let's Seer, Breaker, Breaker, and then Ren. So the last one is our second Ren. Make sure we're ready for it. Blaze is coming. Make sure we're spread. Boss is a little bit in a different position here, so kind of use the rest of the room. If you need to be more near blue, that's fine. Just to the room, we need to. Blazes are coming out. Also, we push them up. Okay, here we are. Try to execute this as best we can. First ads are in. Need to slow down green. And we also need to slow down star a little bit. Make sure they hit at the same time. Both of them need to hit before the AoE grip goes out. Okay, we still have too many people dead. Watch the flares. Okay, dispel the flares. Okay. Gotta watch flare too.
See, that's why it's worth practicing.
Free. Was better.
Oh, I released like a derp. Let's see. I am ready for Azeroth. Battle for Azeroth. I'm excited for it. What's your build for Vengeance? CH tank raid boss is just wondering because it's my third alt. You definitely want to do the Fracture and Spirit Bomb combo. It's pretty much the best that you could possibly get out there currently. Besides that, you just do Abyssal Strike so that it helps with Flame Crash. Thank you. And then, obviously, Last Resort. I need to... I'm pretty sure my Last Resort is going off every single time I take Flame Rend.
I need a summon. Sorry.
I don't want the stat squish. Yeah, I'm a little confused. If item level are going to 185, how are we supposed to kill Old Legion raid again? I think they're gonna squish the health, right, of everything. I mean, they already know how to make everything scale just for specific zones. Everything's gonna get down to pretty much the same ease as it was before.
You hear Slim?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, we can pull.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Too far away.
Good zone. Okay. Blaze is coming out. Get ready. Try to be spread out a little bit. Make sure we're not too close to one another. So we can handle these properly.
How long have you been playing, Queen?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we have pushed. Please watch your health. Please watch your feet. First edge should be in. Here they come.
Give it third egg though.
Okay, and
Is that just a shit spawn again? Where when tanks position big ads, they have
It was
50% between blue and red.
So like one of them spawned in a very weird location, and when it spawns right there, it's unclear whether or not it's red or blue. So from now on, I'm just gonna mark it as blue if I want it to be blue.
Those two ads we got the right ones in power. Got them.
We did get the correct ones in, but the problem was the slow was on the wrong one late because of it.
yeah, at this point we got like an hour and 15 left. And I mean, realistically, we could probably push through the whole raid and towards the end maybe see a few pulls that are actually worthwhile. And I mean, it's just not that much worth it. I mean, it's Monday night, so obviously we'll be back here in the coming week. But
I think it's worth it because we're still messing up mechanics that aren't like ad related.
We don't have our primary slow person is the problem, 50, and the person that's doing it isn't the person that's going to be doing it. And like, essentially, that's the biggest problem we're having right now is ad management.
And not only
the people doing ad management.
The thing that you also have to remember is there's 3 or 4 people in here who have never pulled this boss outside of the night. So they're also learning this fight along with the people who have to do their job, who have seen the fight before, but now have a completely different role in it. So that's what changes everything, and the mistakes are going to get made solely off of that. So it's just an aspect of people weren't in for the first night, people had to come into the second night, people that were in the first didn't have to do a job they never had known that they were going to have to do, but obviously in the event of missing people, that made it a thing. And
pro healer, yeah you are, Queen.
We don't have Miri here. We have obviously weaker healing because Roche isn't Miri and isn't a healing main, so that creates another problem. So with that being said, we're pretty much just going to be done for the night because we did make some progression-wise. Super Trapper was here. We did see through the phase at a pretty clean rate, but I mean, realistically, another hour for 2 or 3 pulls that are going to make it to as far as we made it earlier, just so we could work our way up to that, isn't really worth anybody's time, because at this point, if you're failing a mechanic on this boss and you don't know how to do it, 10 more pulls isn't going to change it for you. If you don't know how Ravenous Blaze works,
hey BJ, thank you so much for
what you're
joining on the
doing,
Twitch
and 10 pulls
side.
probably isn't going to change that. So let's just make sure that if you're dying to something silly, please make sure that you address that in the future. Please make sure that you're, making awareness of the positioning and how these mechanics interact with each other. And Flare especially, like ranged, and I think it spawns on healers too, really need to be aware of what's happening when we come out of that phase. Granted, we only came out of it a whole 2 or 3 times tonight that were actually pulls that were able to get to the next set of ads, but for the most part, anytime we've got out of this phase, we were dead anyways, other than 1. So, that being said, there are some options that people want to do. Could do Gul'dan run, could do some achievements. I don't really know. Whoever wants to do things like that, it's open. We can do it. There's still time in raid. It is Monday, but yeah. With that being said, I mean, really, what we have to gain from the rest of this time is just seeing the boss and seeing the mechanics that we already know how they work, and there's no real reason that you should need to see them more. So, that being said, let's be ready tomorrow. 50 is gone after tomorrow for, I don't know how many days you're gone, but we have probably going tomorrow, and we'll clear Garathi and upper and then return to lower with any time we have left, just to make sure we get the bosses we need down, so that at the end of the day we can get back here and have our night or 2 on him, because that's what we need. And on top of that, we'll have all of the main people here. Plus,
at my fridge about
we'll
10 minutes ago.
extras on standby so that we can use double warlock souls.
Oh my gosh, Eratoria, that sounds amazing.
When are you gone, 15?
I will be back on Wednesday night, Tuesday night. No, Tuesday night. I'll be here Tuesday night, but I'll be like an hour late.
But as far as everything, oh sorry.
I was gonna say I'll be an hour late that night as well because I'm gonna be getting her from the airport.
But other than that, though, guys, we did a good job in the first hour. Like the poll was actually really good in the first hour, so that's great. If you want to do Gul'dan, stay in the group.
Queen. I didn't see it earlier. Thanks for saying that.
See if people want to do that or not. That being said, we got to hit this hard when we have all of our people here that know what they're doing, and we need to make sure that we get it killed pretty quick. There's no reason we can't. The ad phase is getting worked out slowly. Obviously, that was just a bunch of regression, but needless to say that we know why that happened. So just be ready to go. Let's get this boss killed. Yeah, we lose an hour tonight.
The middle of
big
miss.
Deal.
Cool.
As long as we can get back in here and hit it hard, it won't worry about it.
Well, I guess we're calling it then, guys. That's what pretty much the raid leader was saying. We don't have the correct comp, and
as far as Mythic Gul'dan goes, we need a whole 4 people for it. So if you still are interested in doing it, stay in the group. If you're not interested, please leave the group so we know that you're not interested.
You guys
so that we're not
want to watch me kill Mythic Gul'dan?
If you're not interested, you should just stay anyway. So all the whole a bunch of other people can do it. We teammates out.
It'll be very quick with mains.
I would check my house that does shiatsu and full massage. This is my spa these days. Ooh, that sounds nice.
No, we're only missing 4 people or 5 people.
I get it.
I'm heading towards Nighthold.
Yeah, I'll stay. As long as Star will guide me.
So who's taking Agrimar on Wednesday?
I would have told you about healing and the rest of progression if it's okay if you have a moment.
Hope we don't have the same problem we had.
You guys have any plans to pick up another healer? Specifically a Disc Priest?
I think Agrimar's pretty easy.
I loved Pandaria.
I really think we ought to consider it.
I know, it's only 10 p.m. Megan, we're gonna kill Mythic Gul'dan as an attempt for the mount. So if you guys give me your good luck vibes, I might get the mount tonight.
And most guilds use a disc on Argus as well. Like almost every healing strat uses
fish massage therapy. What is fish massage therapy? I want that. Oh yeah, Aqua Creeper. It's the best.
I mean, you can get some clothes.
But we're not gonna look for one. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
I'm just concerned about healing.
No, Star is a perfect co-tank. He has guided me well.
Well, we could pug. I mean, we did it the other day, or a couple weeks ago. But then the mount's gonna go to another pug. I'm gonna all over the place. What?
Yeah,
Slip's gonna have to buy it.
Oh no. I hope I have the correct port.
I will be right back though while we figure out what's going on with this group.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I mean, obviously I haven't looked.
You live in Arizona, Dr. Phil? I lived in Tucson for about 3 years. It's true. I do need to rest, but I think for now...
I don't think he's that great at it. Not consistently, I don't think.
380. No, I tried to convince them, but they don't think it's worthwhile. We don't have the correct comp, like our healers are sick, and we're just kind of like, oh wow, I just glided the entire way. Demon Hunters are the best. Are we good to zone in?
Well, we're probably going to be running 5 healers for the rest of aggression is the thing, you know. So it wouldn't really be a
I'm not UK, I'm USA. Woo woo. I once ordered a package from Arizona.
Really?
Love the 50 extra fee that I got when it's called. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty expensive to ship things from overseas. Value added tax? I think that's just something that happens naturally. I don't think that's because of...
Right.
My pet? My wife never played any game, but I got her into WoW last week and now she's addicted to it. Dr. Phil, good on you. Nightspire? I always forget what it's called. I'm guessing. Hopefully it's the correct one. Expensive to ship? Aww, Arizona is beautiful. Tucson is amazing. You could look up at the sky in the middle of the night and it was just...
You interrupted.
It's just gorgeous. That was the only place I ever got to see the Milky Way. Good night, Queen Maru. Thank you so much for the well wishes.
I should charge you guys for this spell still mechanic.
Watch
Should charge you for the spell steal mechanic.
Enters the boss fight with his 3 DPS as support and they die walking to the door. Oh my gosh, Tony, that's crazy.
It's extraordinarily difficult, though.
What? Yay! That pet is awesome. He's like the 8-ball of Pandare of WoW. The Khadgar toy. He's amazing. Americanos. Oh really, Renee? What didn't you like about it? I mean, besides it being like hot and dry. Everything's dead. Outbreak is here! Oh wait, I probably should change my Twitch thing.
Yeah, it's Nightspire.
Mythic, Gul'dan.
No,
farm thing. Done. I don't wanna learn. I think it was Dr. Phil who accused me of like Mythic Gul'dan. Mount farm. Okay guys, you need to give me your good luck charms because I need this. I need this mount. That voodoo, that baroodoo.
Well, I'll definitely keep an eye out.
I'm really bad. I did not raid in Mythic Nighthold at all, so I'm really bad at this, guys. You were gonna be like, what is she doing? She has no idea. Good night, Dr. Phil! Wouldn't it be funny if he was really
So when Miri's there, are we gonna have Roche continue to heal, or are you going to heal instead?
So you guys want to hear something crazy that happened this weekend?
No.
But
Don't
it's
care.
crazy. Well, you're an ass.
Does it involve adorable dogs?
No, I wish.
Does it involve Compy's little soldier?
No.
Is that Kogo?
Alright, well, I'll look around. I'll see
What?
I'll see who I know.
Who's trying to
anything
join
else we're
the
looking for
977
presently? Okay.
shaman? Is that Kogo?
Yeah, it's Kogo.
Who's Kogo?
Like if
The-
you had your
the
druthers,
guy
what
that
would it be?
abandoned us?
It's also a Maokai.
If you had your choice.
I keep seeing the Maokai in Pugs.
Right.
Why did we?
What did they do?
Why did we close the raid?
Yeah, that's it.
Put me in on the Jama.
Right.
I entered the raid. I'm all you need.
That's right,
Yeah,
Xanthius.
definitely not.
Yeah, no, they just pieced out on us one night.
I think the word was how did they describe it? Was something like loot council? Yeah, some loot council bullshit.
Yeah, meme loot council or something.
Yeah, meme loot council.
Oh my gosh, Agamemnon Haunt is amazing for leveling. It's awesome. Delicatessens, concerts, cultural embraces. Well, my sister has 4 kids under the age of 7, so I'm going to hopefully go to a
Correct,
zoo.
QTX Day. Get wrecked.
Did you guys get Agamemnon?
No, not even close. It's
No,
not a one-day sort of ball.
I don't know. I haven't been on. You guys have been raiding.
LG taking this?
Reasonably challenging.
Sure.
When do you hero on this fight?
Phase 3. Or
I think
phase
we need
1.
more. We don't need more than 3 heals, do we?
Yeah.
You
I
said
mean, like
3 or 1?
Yeah.
On pole.
On pole, sorry.
Basically, the only thing that wipes us is not killing ads and not standing in bombs. As long as we do those 2 things, we'll win.
I get to tank with Eld. It's a dream come true.
Eld Alote.
Sounds like a nightmare.
I know, right?
What the hell?
Sounds like your son's angry. There's a I don't even know if you had a boy or a girl, actually.
Good boy.
He's definitely
Sounds
angry.
mad.
No. He's actually playing.
You've angered the child. It's understandable. I'd be mad if I had you as a parent.
Wow, Rex.
You want to take this up in the basement?
We need to get on the wall.
Choose your pet. We'll partake
Isn't
in
that-
victory.
Isn't that the attic?
I do indeed want to fight in the basement.
I don't. Yeah, Tony. Besides hanging out with my sister's kids, probably not that much. I'm eating a steak with broccoli and potato wedges. That sounds delicious.
I don't think we need to do this loot council.
I like Haunt because
Try
it
to do
kicks
this,
up all your dot damage by 15%. Oh yeah.
Should be personal loot, shouldn't it?
My current pet that I have out
Yeah, I'll
is this little dude.
But
He looks amazing.
drops, I'm giving it to check.
My current rotation for affliction is
whole
corruption,
time.
agony,
Can I get the
affliction,
second
haunt,
one?
seed of corruption, drain
No.
souls. My robot sucks.
Wasn't asking you.
That is so mean.
The second one
He's
also
a
goes
great
to
little
Japan.
robot.
Yeah.
Star.
The third
no,
one
I'll
goes
just
to
let you lead. Let me know if you want me to taunt.
And then the fourth one also goes to Griff.
Well, straight.
Hero, yeah.
Yeah, hero.
How did the shaman do it? Doesn't he know this?
You do it. I think for the most part, Tony, I'm much of like a kind of a home buddy too, as you can see is by the fact that I'm pretty much just playing World of Warcraft my entire life.
And in orbs. The only thing that wipes us.
Tree will soak the far back.
Double up on orbs.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We get one, I think, right?
One.
Oh, I'm good at this game. Praise me.
I don't know how this fight works. I never tanked at this on Mythic, so I'm just kind of letting this other dude do his thing.
Watch interrupt. And I think orbs still come.
We get one set.
Yes,
Yeah.
one set of orbs.
As long as orbs are soaked, we're gonna win.
Orbs. Tree has to fall down.
I'm just DPSing. I don't know what to do on this fight.
2, 1.
This game is silly.
Dropped.
It dropped, Jacka.
I don't
Gosh,
have to wear
Jacka.
an 895. What is this?
You don't, buddy.
Memes.
Get a mythic. Oh!
Let's see.
Except grip. It's going to me. Sorry.
I wonder if that guy wanted a convergence of fates.
Oh, do cats use?
Yeah, let's pick 985.
Font of Night.
Sure.
That's the one I want. Oh no, guys. Do you guys want to see my pet collection?
Congrats, Joker. How big of an upgrade is it?
Because it's ridiculous.
It's just a big bunch of strength.
I haven't forgotten it, Victoria.
Jacka?
I've been
tried to
thinking
bonus
about
roll,
it.
but I didn't get a Warforged or anything.
And why not?
I'm looking forward to you being able to stream WoW though, Agan. I'm not.
Damage where you're at, or where you
So
were
yeah,
at?
I have 870
What's the
unique
strength
pets
difference?
and a lot of 25s. Let's see.
Does anyone know?
It's 240. I'm just gonna sim real quick.
I'm gonna sort. Do do do. Can I sort? Oh, I can. I can sort by level. Yeah. I have a lot of 25s. I really like pet battling. It's one of my favorite things. They came up with like a lot of new achievements though. They're the best. I'm trying to think of what's my favorite pet. On the Forsaken side, you can get all the cool pets. I'm pretty sure you can get. Well, that's why I have
Give the
Horde
guy
and
you love
Alliance.
because of Loot Council loot.
Okay, this is it, guys. We kill this boss, and maybe I'll get a mount. It'll be amazing. I'm excited. Does only one mount drop? Are we doing personal?
Personally.
So because of the socket, it's actually the same amount of damage. It's just 10 item level. So if anybody actually needs it.
We need it for gold.
Can I Rochambeau some
Does it work for Shadow?
No.
This person wants to Rochambeau some loot?
It only works for strength and agility users.
Elle, just call out when you need me to taunt.
Probably don't need to taunt. Or until next week.
Well, when you need to run out, you're gonna run out and bait the tank debuff.
Means for breaks,
DBM and bigwigs. Because of one particular fight.
You got kicked from the Discord, babe?
Yeah.
Because I forgot to turn it
Good job,
off.
idiot.
I'm very bad. But thank you, cute Varenya, for telling me, because I get blind to it because I don't see it. Khadgar Ball. The Horde is the best. For the Horde!
Were you talking to yourself, Coffee?
I like that guy whispers in door.
No, but I sure was for a hot second.
I can't. It's not really a pet.
Let's pull boss to purple over here. That way we're close to the north side for the end of P1. Eld, you're gonna do most of the tanking here. 50 can taunt, but you should take all of the bonds. You can definitely live through it.
Okay.
Use your little ability if you want, but...
Who's Froyo?
So I still don't know if bonds of spell split damage where you're standing when you break them, or where you were standing when you got them.
How many bonds do we need?
At the end.
Or were we getting one bond the last time?
One empowered. I mean, we get the first one and then one empowered.
Yeah. So, Tree, you want to get it?
Yeah, I'll go first. Katura backs me up if I get it.
Healers, just make sure you guys are close to the melee pack in this first phase 1, especially on pull. The big Soul Keeper ad is going to
I said that all day yesterday on my Warlock and Stormer for the Horde.
Out of melee, that thing's going to be up.
You've never seen Frozen? What? Oh my gosh, Kung Fu.
When melee or range becoming in and out.
That's so much about the truth. The cat owns you. You don't see them feeding themselves and playing in their own litter boxes. It's true. We're their slaves. We want their poop.
Correct.
So you guys can stay in your melee the entire time.
Except for bonds. Yeah. Oh, you mean for yeah, I know what you mean. Yes, Star. Yes.
For the destruction of the Undercity.
Ready,
Open a freezer door. It's about right. Okay, guys, please forgive me. I do not know how to fight this boss.
Yes, and you need to be not much further than where this purple marker is.
We might wipe just because I'm not really used to it yet. So I apologize in advance.
And then we're all gonna laugh at you, especially Eld.
2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
So bones.
Healers in.
Actually kill the set. Make sure the set does fast.
Beware.
Nice. Make sure they die. Spread out. Still up. Finish Trapper.
Range your back.
Move in range.
Bonds in 30 seconds. Back to the middle. Okay, I got first.
Pushing us.
Breaking the barrier.
But we won't get to.
Isa, are you gonna be good to do the orb?
Yeah.
Okay. We're pushing. Hellfire.
Most people don't bleed it.
Do we stay here or do we run north?
No, we're going north. Do not remember the tanks.
Range yes, you're all in the well. Spread out, you do cleave each other when you're in there.
Yeah, do not be on Xers at all. Flames out, please.
You guys are so missiles.
Push this boss.
Killed.
Flames out, get this eye killed, please. Need to make sure you take flames out. Harvest coming soon. We're good on souls.
Good on eyes. Yeah, you guys can help.
Flames in the storm.
Watch these flames, guys. These are horrible. Please pay attention. Boss is in transition now. Get this eye killed. Kill that eye. Kill that eye and kill boss.
I'm picking up the loose ad, right, Alex?
Yeah.
Ranger's still so. Never real.
Yep, just need to finish boss. Gul'dan needs to die.
No, you're taking boss. If you're on that.
Who's using images behind? Who's soaking?
I'll get the first one.
Okay.
Take second.
When do we hero?
After the time stop.
After time stop.
You can hero now, dude.
Should I do it?
Yeah, wait, no, not this second,
Yeah,
but wait
yeah,
till the boss is active, and then as soon as the boss is active, wait till the knockback.
One time stop and
Ooh,
Okay,
it's...
go now.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but
Don't
yeah.
do the time stop
in
right.
Mythic,
Make sure if you get parasites, you're in. If you
Mythic
get in, you're in, get in.
Gul'dan.
Left leg, Villa.
I have first stun.
Slip you so.
First ad coming up.
The second soak.
Pay attention to the parasites. Ready to get this ad killed?
Who's getting second soak? Somebody behind. Okay.
Parasites, make sure you get in if you have them. Get in, Cutie. Left leg.
Thanks.
Yeah, so
Got it. Good job. Heal all up. Second ad is up. Get it killed, please. Remember, we have to heal this orb up on the second ad. Kill the ad where it is. Take it right there. 50 range. Kill the ad. Take it close to the Night Orb. 50. Everybody kill this ad out here. All range need to kill it.
Please don't put that Night Orb to death.
Okay.
It didn't so.
Back on boss.
6, 5,
So,
4,
RL, please.
3, 2,
Everybody come over here. Get ready.
Let me know when to execute it.
Nah, kill it now. Everyone heal the orb. Heal the orb. Heal the orb. Get in the time stop. Everybody in the time stop. There we go. We did it.
Got it, good.
Res 50.
Do we need to worry about the other one?
No,
but
just kill the boss. You just burn the boss. Everybody's on boss and pay attention to parasites. They'll die before anything happens. It's fine. Parasites, make sure you're in them. Just need to do one set of them.
Wow, we're actually gonna one-shot this.
You don't need to. Boss is on you. That was pleasant.
We did it!
Oh, I got it.
The mighty grip graph.
Yes!
Fiendish hell.
Griff, I'll give you 5 gold for it.
Griff, he's offering you 5 gold.
Next time, guys, next time.
No.
Griff, he's
20
offering
gold.
you 5 gold.
Griff, I'll give you 1,000,000 gold for it.
25 gold.
That's so interesting. I didn't know that about rotary phones.
Hey Griff, I'll give you mount up and we can dance together on ours.
Steps of 75. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
30
so
gold left.
weird.
Bonus roll the mount, can't you? I should
That's
spend
so
the coin
cool.
Yeah.
I used a coin
ASCII
here.
standard in the 1960s.
You can bonus roll?
I don't think you can. Pretty sure you can.
Griff, are you actually willing to entertain offers on it or no?
He already used it.
He's on it. Thanks, guys.
That was smooth. That took what, 20 minutes?
Yeah. We should do this every week, like legit.
Yeah, that's what happens when mains come.
Slip. All we need to do is kill Mythic Argus, and then we can do this every week.
Furthermore,
I didn't know you were in the Navy, Agnan. No, that's
like
cool.
Star kind of just said, just something to touch on for the raiders that are still in here. If we do kill Mythic Argus, we can start farming just Agrimar Argus in this, and
only the last.
This specifically, Nighthold. If we
Travis!
kept doing this every week, there's going to be a point where we can start selling mounts out of here for 800k. Million.
Well, I don't see you Googling anything, Travis. And also, you weren't here earlier, and so we didn't get to kill my boss.
We can make,
for the guild bank.
So,
like, legit, we can start making enough gold that, like...
Alright, I think that's the end of the I know it's ending a little bit earlier today, but,
Can we make
what years did I live in Tucson?
God, I hope
2000.
Star.
2002?
Was this supposed to be rare? This is really cool.
It's quite rare.
What did you get?
You got the Jiraxis toy.
Oh, that's
nice,
man.
dude.
Yeah, that's quite rare.
Could I have sold it instead of using it? Did I mess up?
No,
Mine's
it's
on pickup.
It's BOP.
It's BOP.
I think it's personal loot. I don't think you can trade that.
But I am going to go to bed.
Guys, I got a depleted seal that's like super rare.
Thank you guys so much for coming. You guys are awesome. You're the best. Let's see how many followers we got.
I've gotten one or two of them in my life.
Alright, we got 2. We should be excited. 2 followers tonight.
Good job tonight, guys. I'm glad we at least killed bosses and got
Considering that this night was pretty much kind of a weird, lame night, I feel like we did really good.
If we all go on mains, it doesn't take too long.
Alright, thank you guys again so much, and I hope you have a wonderful night. I will be raiding tomorrow and streaming tomorrow, but that's it. Gonna be it until next Tuesday, so hopefully I will see you guys next time. Bye!
Make sure if you guys need a keystone done, you get that done today as